I think he was wrong, and be honest with you, I think he was disrespectful in my opinion with what he said there. So if you don't know what happened, NBA All-Star Weekend was this most recent weekend. One of the highlight events that we saw there was Sabrina of the WNBA, Sabrina Ionescu of the WNBA, going head to head with Steph Curry, the NBA. We saw a WNBA shooter go against probably the greatest shooter the world has ever seen. We had to hit 3-point contest, and Steph Curry came on top victorious. And one of the commentators there was Kenny Smith. He was calling that event, and he said some things I disagree with. So starting the event off, before she was shooting, he was rooting for her and saying she was doing well. And he said at the end of it that she should have shot from the WNBA 3-point line. Now, Sabrina wanted to do the event. The NBA said at first they were going to allow her to shoot from the W 3-point line with the WNBA ball. Sabrina said, I'll keep the ball, but I shoot from men's distance. All right, cool. No big deal. I didn't hear anybody really complain about that. I didn't hear Kenny Smith have an issue with that. Starting the event off, he was rooting for her, saying she might get him, or she's probably going to get him. She's rooting for her. She might sneak up and get him. She hit the first rack clean. Second rack, she hit 7 in a row total. The first 2 racks combined, she went like 9 out of 10, I think. Killing, like on fire, just stroking, boom, going crazy. Started to die down at the end. She got a little tired, got a little fatigued, and she ended up with 26. Now, if you're looking at it objectively and compare her to the other guys in the 3-point contest, she matched the high of what all the other guys had. So it's not like she had a bad performance. She was on par with the highest shooter of the night. Like with the highest of the highest got in the other rounds, she tied that. So it's not like she just shot bad and hit terrible. She was on par with the other guys. So 26 is a solid number. Like that's a great number. But once again, I'm talking about Steph Curry here. So that's the only thing. It's like, all right, she did amazing, but we're talking about Steph Curry here. So Steph Curry came up, did his thing, handled business, and won. Kenny Smith started like this.
I'm rooting for Sabrina. Call that young lady 20 minutes after this. That is a shame. Knock it down.
And at the end, ended with this.
A few minutes later.
I think she should have shot from the women's line. She should have shot from the women's line. That would have been a fair contest. I still root for Sabrina.
That's my issue. You can't be hyping up and talking all this stuff in the beginning, but then when things don't go your way, trying to tweak the narrative of it and say she should have shot from the W. Say that from the beginning. Say that from the jump that she should have shot from the W. Don't try to come behind it and baby her into this to where, oh, she should have shot from the W and 3-point line would have been fair. No, air all things fair in the beginning. Don't try to state the injustice and the fairness at the end because it didn't go her way. If she won, I really want to know if she won, will we have heard any complaints? No, it would have been an added fuel to be like, oh man, she shot from the men's line. Like, there's no complaints then. So don't try to change it at the end to say, oh, she should have shot from the W or the women's 3-point line to start off with because she lost. You weren't saying that when she hit 26. You weren't saying that when she hit 7 in a row. You weren't saying that when she was lined up in the beginning. You didn't say that before the event. Don't try to call to her now at the end of the event because, oh, it's not fair. How is it not fair? You were just gassing her up when she hit 7 in a row. You were just gassing her up when she finished with 26. That tied to how what the other guys had. How is it not fair now? Because she lost to Steph Curry? That doesn't make sense to me. Like, come on, bro. So keep all things fair. Keep the whole thing fair of your commentary before, during, and after. She just shot lights out. She's a shooter, bro. Shoot or shoot. I don't hear no excuse at the end of the day. I don't think she would appreciate you trying to call to her and baby her at the end of that. Like, no. She signed up for it. She agreed to it. She knows she was getting into. Don't try to baby it now because she didn't have the outcome that you wanted or that you liked, or because she didn't have the performance that you wish she should have had. She still did a great job, in spite of the fact that you thought she should have shot from the WNBA line. Come on, bro, don't do that. She's a shooter. Let's be objective here. She had great numbers. She just lost to Steph Curry. That's it. It ain't that deep to say, oh, she shot from the W. Now, she shot with a men's ball. I would disagree with that. But the distance of that is not that deep. The WNBA 3-point line is a foot and 7.25 inches back. There is a difference, but Sabrina can pull that too. If you watch her in games, she's pulling from behind the women's 3-point line. She's probably shooting from men's range in the games. So I don't want to tweak it all of a sudden and say, oh, she shot from the W. Like, no. Let her be a hooper. Let her be a shooter. She miss, she make. But I didn't hear any complaints before the event started. I didn't hear any complaints when she was killing in the beginning. I didn't hear any complaints when she had 26. But all of a sudden, because she lost now, oh, let's tweak the rules now. It's not fair. No, bro, don't do that. No. So Kenny Smith was completely wrong about that. He switched cards like he flipped that real quick. Oh, she should have. It's not fair. Make it off. Like, come on, bro. No. But I don't know what y'all think. Maybe I'm just defending Sabrina by myself over here. But keep things fair, beginning, during, and after. If she should have shot from the W 3-point line, say it in the beginning, before the contest started. Say it before she hit 7 in a row. Say it before she went 9 from 10 on the first 2 racks. Don't do it now because she lost. Even if she matched the high of what the other shooters had. Like, don't do that now, man. But what do y'all think? Maybe I'm just tripping. Maybe I'm just over annoyed about Kenny Smith and I'm wrong. I'm fine being wrong, but I don't know what y'all think. I really think Kenny Smith was tripping and disrespectful, trying to tweak the narrative and change what he wanted to say at the end because she lost. Like, no, bro. Either she should have won or she should have lost. That's it. And she lost. Great shooting, great player. End of the day, she just went up against Steph Curry and she went down. That's it. But I don't know what y'all think. Am I tripping or is Kenny Smith tripping?